Hi everyone, welcome. In today's video, I'll share with you why I left behind my channel that had almost 191,000 subscribers to start all over again. Because this is all new, like I keep reminding myself like, what did you just do? So it would only be fair for me to actually start giving you a little bit about me and why I came up to build that channel. My name is Claire, and in 2017 I got married to my best friend back home in Uganda. So I decided to join him in the US. I'm like, wherever you go, I am there. And I left behind my engineering job and came here to the US, and I had a whole culture shock. Like I couldn't work, so I was in this house. It was so cold in Boston in December. Yo, I was like, this place is cursed. How am I supposed to breathe? I was in the house the whole day looking at myself like, okay, my life is gone right now. And I decided, okay, what is one thing that I can do easily? DIYs. I like putting things together. I asked my husband, you need to drive me to a craft store and I need to get some supplies. He took me to Michael's and I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, I want to grab this. I want to grab this. I want to grab this. I had so many things and I started doing wall decors. I started doing some jewelry, hair clips. I was literally having joy of my life. Shortly after that, I gave birth to my baby girl. And meanwhile, I hadn't started a YouTube channel at all. I was just doing these crafts and just putting them around the house, and for me that was enough. But when I gave birth to my baby, everything changed for us. Literally everything changed. My husband lost his job. We had to move to LA, and I'm like, okay, now I need to start a YouTube channel. Finally in 2020, I gained all the courage to start uploading my videos. That first video, I look at it right now and I'm like, girl, what was that? What was that? But I know how much it took me to actually start upload, because I had talked myself through it. Like I have an accent. My pieces are not that good. Everything about me is not that nice. People will not watch anything. But I'm glad that I actually got the courage to finally start uploading, and I was monetized actually after 9 months. The first time I saw that money in my account from Google, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, become a profitable YouTuber. The excitement I had was beyond the moon. And then it got better, because one of my videos, literally the one I put the least effort, I didn't overthink it. It actually went viral, and right now it has like 6.5 million views. And video, what people don't know is it takes you one video, literally one video, to get all the subscribers you need and to get monetized. The only issue is you're not going to know which video it is. You have to keep showing up. Now, when that video went viral, I couldn't believe it. Like, you can get 10,000 subscribers in one day. Like, what? Like, I was going through a whole shock. And I was excited. I'm like, yeah, let me do this. Let me do it more. But all other videos did not really perform as good as that. Anyway, I kept pushing through because that check kept coming in, and I was really grateful. And shortly after that, in March, I gave birth to my second baby, and everything changed. In my mind, I thought, okay, baby number 2 is just gonna come in. I was still a virtual assistant. I was a mama to this 2.5-year-old, and now I am a mom to a new baby. So to me, I was like, okay, she's just gonna come in, fit into our pieces, and we're just gonna move on with our lives. No, she came to move everything. I started hating DIYs. Like, we were in this 2-bedroom apartment and my husband was working from home, which is a blessing. Navigating motherhood, I'm trying to do 10,000 things. I want to keep the channel going, set aside time to do the DIYs. Yo, I started resenting my baby. I didn't want her to wake up, because then it meant that I'm not going to finish whatever I'm doing for my channel. And as a person who comes from like Uganda, like there is no depression. Like depression, what are you depressed about? Like what? I couldn't even understand that I was going through a whole postpartum depression. I remember I'd signed up for a book club. I didn't attend all the other sessions, but this final session had the author coming in to answer anyone's questions, and I'm like, yeah, that's where I need to go. Couldn't put on my camera because I was looking like a whole mess going on. And when I was looking, all the people on this Zoom call, everyone had it all together. I'm like, ain't no one putting this camera on. So I typed in my question. So how do you balance everything? How do you balance motherhood, life, business? Because I'm drowning here. So this lady paused for a minute and she said, Claire, I want to see you. Can you put on your camera? I say, what? She said, yeah. Can you put on your camera? And I nervously put on my camera, and this lady spoke to me and she poured out her heart to me. She shared her story and she said, you know, where we are right now, because she's mature enough and her kids are grown up. And she's like, you know, where we stand here right now, people will look at us like, oh, they have it all together, they managed to do it all. But I am going through certain things with my child. We're going through therapy, and they are all stemming back to all this time I tried to do thousands of things when I would have given myself grace to just slow down and be more present in these moments in her formation ages. And your baby is just 2 months. Why are you putting all this pressure on yourself? Give yourself grace to go through it. And let me tell you, that is why I am personally so big about sharing your story, because I know what some mom's story did for me. Like, she gave me validation to rest, to slow down, to be present for my baby, to really appreciate motherhood. And I remember just finishing that call like, wow. I stopped all the DIYs I was doing. I grabbed my baby. I took this picture right here, right in the front of our apartment, and took a walk. That was one of the best walks I'll ever taken ever since becoming a mom. I walked like, I am here. It is okay. It is okay for me to slow down. She gave me a gift. And it's funny enough, I talked to her several years after, and she couldn't remember anything about that. It has happened to me so many times. Like, people speak into my life in that season, and I come back to them and they don't even remember anything, which is fine because I appreciate the fact that they spoke up in that season because it was for me. I had one video lined up to upload, so I let that post. And my sister, they watched my videos. She called me right away. She's like, Claire, are you fine? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What is happening? Well, you look tired. You look like you're going to die in that video. I was like, do I? So, I look through them like that makes sense. And that was the final video I ever did about DIYs on that channel. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do next. I was still a virtual assistant, so I still bring in some income. I said, how can I be purposeful in this season as well? Because we had finally finished paying off our debts, and I was looking at, okay, now we need to start building wealth, generational wealth, investing. How are we going to do this? So I was starting to read so much information, and I'm like, okay, I need to share it. So that is one way of me really understanding what I'm saying and learning more. That's how I started Mom's World Journey, but on Instagram. I was like, I'm going to take this information and go to YouTube. I want to go back to YouTube. I want to resurrect my channel. Yo, I did a first video and I look at it right now. I'm like, girl, you could have done better. Like, it was in a blurry apartment. The quality was horrible. And I was like, I just need to get it out. And I remember one person commenting and said, you know what, girl? I was wondering where you were. I thought you were dead. I'm like, no, girl, I was here. I was here navigating me. And I started uploading about mom content, building wealth, anything, productivity, things that are helping me. But this channel wasn't growing, and I definitely know why. I was speaking to the wrong audience, right? The people are subscribed on this channel, Destined Creativity, to learn DIYs, to craft, not to listen to my motherhood stories. So in my mind, I was like, okay, the more I upload mom content, is finally the algorithm is going to figure out that no, I'm actually working on mom content. It didn't. June last month, literally last month, I sat down and evaluated myself. Like, in the beginning of this year, I wanted to really build the mom community on this page, but something was just not right. It was the wrong audience and I just couldn't accept it. So through my evaluation, I took like 1 month without uploading anything, and I was just trying to see, where do I want to go, what do I want to do with this channel. I was praying for guidance, for direction, for strategy. And I was looking at my life. I realized I didn't like where I was. We're literally stuck in one place. We're not growing. And I'm like, I need to take 100% responsibility for everything that is not working right now. Through this process, I did a video just to introduce this a whole concept that is going to come up, a whole series of me just working on me. Just as I was about to click post, literally this voice was so clear in my head: at a new YouTube channel, start all over again. If you want new beginnings, you can't keep doing the same thing you've been doing. I went to YouTube and did a whole post. I thanked people for journeying with me, thanked them for standing by me, for supporting, for subscribing, for watching. I decided to keep the name Mom's World Journey because I had already branded it in the social media platforms. So I changed this channel to my name, Claire, and started Mom's World Journey again. I am still navigating this. I'm figuring it out day by day as I'm working on me, but I'm excited with what is coming up next, honestly. So my vision for this channel is to share my journey through this entire process, how I'm getting results, how I'm failing, how I'm getting back up. My other vision was to bring moms together, moms who want to grow together spiritually, emotionally. We want to build our personal brands and money online, right? And just grow together, because I feel like there's so much loneliness in motherhood and so many of us don't have friends. I feel like that will help us so much. And the final vision for this channel is 2 years ago, I decided to join Smile Again Families International. Now, this is a non-profit that is basically right now dealing with teenage mothers, specifically in Uganda. They are helping these moms to restore their lives, to teach them skills that can help them sustain themselves, and reminding these moms that their life is not over. Like, motherhood did not stop your life. You can get through this. So that's why every click, every subscription, every share, every comment that you make on these videos is going to really help support this mission and vision. I picked out one mom, and her name is Claire, because I'm Claire. And I want this channel to be a way of supporting her as well with her child, to get the resources she needs. And that is why I would really appreciate you to subscribe to this channel, to like, to share, to comment, to engage with it so we can grow, at the same time support this mom. Thank you so much. Keep thriving. And if you're in your season of reset, feel free to pivot wherever you can, wherever you have to. Don't feel like you need to stay in this box that doesn't serve you anymore. We don't have time to wait until all conditions are favorable. So comment below reset. Let me know. Let's cheer each other on. Through this entire process, I'll be sharing with you systems, tools, the motivation, the inspiration you need to keep going on your journey. So feel free to join my newsletter. It's going to be down in the description box. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you for being here. Tell somebody about this channel, and let me see you again next time.